two different CRMs that we use.
Okay, so your Subaru CRM question. Go ahead.
We have a problem right now with our OEM leads that come in through iMagic. Most of them are not translating to DealerPeak. So we can't log our calls in iMagic. We don't have a recording way to log our calls in iMagic. So we made a list the other day for Chuck of all the customers, but I know we spent 2 days alternating the responsibility of transferring those iMagic leads into DealerPeak that weren't there.
Wow. Okay, so you guys are spending way too much time transferring. Now, help me out. I understand that it's OEM, but how come you're not having them go directly into DealerPeak?
Subaru doesn't recognize their lead as a lead source. You can't see it.
Okay. I know that DealerPeak just got a bunch of new certifications. I know Nissan is one of them. I know that DealerPeak is a Nissan compliancy. Have you talked to your Subaru rep at all as far as...
I talked to them last week, those guys. They're not looking to add any.
Okay, they're not looking... Okay. So now, let's talk about a couple things first. Do you have a direct forward by any chance? Like a blind copy? Okay, here's how you solve your problem. This is going to be kind of cool. I don't know if you know this, but you have a lead routing address. Your iMagic has got a lead routing address. Your DealerPeak has got a lead routing address. Okay, what you can do, can you talk to your Subaru rep and say, look, we have no problem doing whatever you want us to do in iMagic, but why can't we CC the DealerPeak tool? Okay, I was going to say you should be able to do that, just for the record. So that should help you tremendously, because if you turn around and blind copy your DealerPeak, you got to think of DealerPeak and iMagic just as an email account, because technically that's what the lead routing address is. So if a lead comes in, you could just tell the lead, like through the technology, shoot a lead here and shoot a lead there. I've got a lot of other dealerships that do that. And then back in the day, I mean, we used to do this like a decade ago. You could forward, I don't know if you know this, but you could forward leads to a cell phone. You know that, right? How do you do that? Through an email address. That's all it is. It's just lead forwarding. So yes, if you're spending all this crazy time trying to cut, paste, and all that stuff, I think the way to get out of that is simply just by having a BCC or a CC on your emails. Does that make sense? So you'll have leads going into both tools. What I would do is do whatever you had to do to remain compliant through Subaru, but if that's just handling the first lead, is it just the first lead, right? It's to stop the clock?
Right.
Yes?
Well, they want tracking. They want to know what's
Yeah,
going on.
they want to be able to read the book.
Read
Customer
what
come
you
in
did.
Today at money at 9 o'clock. He wants to be able to come in and see money at 9 o'clock. We can do it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and track them for the period of time that they recommend.
Okay. Now, how many leads are you getting from Subaru in a month, just from Subaru corporate? Just corporate.
You're getting roughly 70 to 80, somewhere in there.
Okay, here's the other thing. I'd have to say that's almost a full-time person. You understand that, right? So there's another thing that you can do as you're getting the lead volume. Let's just say that, remember, the OEMs are 90-day trailing, okay? So if you're getting 70, you might not like this. But the easiest way to solve this as an issue is treat the iMagic Subaru like it's eBay or Craigslist. I know dealerships that have one full-time rep. That's all they do. Now, that doesn't mean, Kent, that I'm saying that it could be a coordinator. Maybe 70. I would wish you'd just do it with the coordinator anyway, but you could turn around and designate one full-time Subaru sales consultant just to be responsible for that. That's why then you're not playing in and out of the damn CRMs. That's crazy. Playing air traffic control cop is crazy. So what I would do if I was the GM is I would either, starting with my dream list Christmas wish, is put a full-time coordinator in, just to handle your Subaru OEM leads. That Subaru, rep would only work in iMagic, and then again, that way you don't have to worry about data transfer, you don't have to about playing games. Everything is in one place, and it's easy, clean, and no brain damage. My secondary suggestion, if you don't want to allocate a paid human resource, I would do it. But if you didn't, take a salesperson. a Subaru salesperson to be able to work through it. I don't think it makes sense to drive your people crazy going from 1 tool, 2 tool, 3 tool, double follow-up, double notes, double this, double that. Doesn't make any sense. Somehow you need to figure out how to use it within that system. Give an example. GM, General Motors, has their own tool. They have their leads from GM Buy Power. Ford Direct has its Ford Direct leads. You're not the only OEM that has to operate out of the OEM tool. But what a lot of people do is they just keep it in the OEM tool. Make sense? So I hope that answered that question.